Ghanatube so and now we need egusu number 1 channel and news so any the eba on my name your corner of panel so na ya brem na hu na mate nsem koso any the eba on my name na emo nsem ni bo ho a na chese emu edu e de mayen say ye bet na se na ya ka di amamont no amko e wo tie nsem koso any the eba on my name na say ye ba ni e ka ho ye beso so e di ama ya hwefo.
Now, the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Police Service, Immigration, and all other security agencies have declared readiness to provide full support to the Electoral Commission to conclude the collation of the Ablekuma North parliamentary results. This comes at the back of a high-powered deliberation between the National Election Task Force, the Electoral Commission, and the purpose was to find a solution to the dragging collation process. James Aveji again.
After 5 long months since the December 2024 general elections, there appears to be some hope for the Ablekuma North parliamentary results coalition process to be completed after many failed attempts. Following the much-anticipated meeting between the Election Security Task Force and the Electoral Commission on Thursday, the police have finally declared readiness to provide the needed security.
On our part, the National Election Security Task Force will deploy personnel firmly yet with restraint. Our presence will be visible but not provocative. Furthermore, we will guard against any attempt by anyone to distort this process through threats or violence.
The Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete-Yohunu's promise is backed by commanders of the Ghana Armed Forces, Customs, Prisons, Immigrations, and the fire services.
The Customs Division is not going to take this thing light, the assignment. But we are ready to embrace with full attention the responsibilities that must go with this election.
On part of the Ghana Armed Forces, we are ready and willing, and we are concentrated to support the lead institutions as they carry out this important exercise that is ahead of us.
As security agencies, our job is cut and clear. Like my brother from the Customs said, no bomb is so big to determine its level of destruction, but when it explodes. So we shouldn't take this assignment lightly.
The IGP has therefore charged the EC to fix a schedule for the final coalition.
In this regard, I would urge the EC to provide the National Election Security Task Force with a roadmap with respect to date and place for the finalization of the coalition.
Deputy Commissioner of the Electoral Commission, Samuel Tete, assures of the Commission's commitment to see this through.
We hope that as a commission, as we engage each other over here, we will actually have solutions to the challenges that we've actually had so far as the conclusion of the Ablekuma North coalition process is concerned.
Meanwhile, Director of the National Commission for Civic Education, Kathleen Adi, has urged both NDC and NPP to accept whatever the final outcome will be for peace to prevail.
And in every election, there is a winner and a loser.
Other for any for and some I so any the eba or my medical edit no and other formation share I made the April also with na ni elkoso na emu ni se people ho a just say emu edunti yokona agutie ni eto.
There is no middle ground. There's never been. Even in the general elections, we had a winner and we had a loser. So in this election, I want to urge the people of Ghana, particularly the people of Ablekuma North, to accept the results as declared by the Electoral Commission. For politicians, I'm sure they all understand that we live to fight another day, isn't it? It's not the end of the world to lose, and it's actually not the end of the world to win as well.
Stakeholders, including the political parties, await the EC to schedule a date to conclude the coalition to give Ablekuma North a member of parliament. James Aveji for Joy News.
In other stories, the minority in parliament has criticized President John Dramani Mahama's 120-day performance, accusing him of abandoning the reset agenda he championed during the campaign and rather presiding over what they described as a, quote, recycled failure. Speaking at the party's headquarters yesterday, Thursday, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin dismissed the president's recent address as a self-congratulatory message that fails to reflect the lived realities of Ghanaians. The following report has more details.
Alexander Afenyo-Markin, the minority leader, says President John Dramani Mahama has failed on many of his promises in his first 120 days. They have accused President Mahama of abandoning the fight against illegal mining.
Illegal mining has flourished under his silence. Foreign nationals caught in Galamsey operations are deported, not prosecuted. Contrary to the campaign promises, the promised repeal of the LI 2462 remains unfulfilled. The rivers continue to run red. The forests are gashed open, and the president who accused Nana Akufo-Addo's administration of inaction on illegal mining and promised decisive action offers excuses. The government's illegal mining is not just disappointing, it is a betrayal.
They've also accused President John Dramani Mahama of being unable to solve the intermittent power supply, popularly known as DUMSO.
From light to darkness. When Ghanaians say let there be light, the NDC say let there be darkness. So we have a DUMSO Pro Max. Darkness, darkness, darkness. Mr. President promised to fix Ghana's energy crisis. He accused his predecessor of failure. Although NPP came to meet DUMSO and fix the DUMSO. Yet, during the campaign, Mr. President and his party rather accused NPP of not keeping the lights on. But let's all be honest with ourselves. The last 120 days, we have seen persistent power outages, low voltage, and silence in the face of national inconvenience.
Another accusation by the opposition NPP is that President John Dramani Mahama has launched an attack on the judiciary.
His Excellency promised, quote, reset the faith in leaders and institutions, end quote. I repeat, His Excellency promised reset of faith in leaders and institutions. But what do we see? He has instead launched a chilling offensive against the judicial independence, attempting to hound the Chief Justice out of office under contrived pretexts while pushing through a 7 hand-picked appointment to the Supreme Court. It has never happened in our democracy.
Well, the NPP is calling on Ghanaians not to buy into what they term as a self-glorification of President Mahama's performance in his 120 days in office, but look deep into their pockets and be the judges for themselves. From the NPP's national headquarters in Accra, my name is Kenneth Jesse for Joy News.
The Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert Ajay, has embarked on a visit to the northern region to assess the water crisis situation in Tamale and Yendi. Accompanied by engineers from Ghana Water Limited, the minister aims to gain first-hand knowledge of the water crisis situation and facilitate the commencement of the project of the Yendi Water Project, which has been on the drawing board for some time now. Here's more.
Third was cut for the Yendi and Tamale water projects by the New Patriotic Party government, but these projects never saw the light of day. During the campaign in 2024 elections, the Yendi water project was an issue that was highlighted by the NDC as a project they will work on if voted into power. During the thank you tour of the northern region a couple of months ago by President John Dramani Mahama after he won the elections, he pledged his commitment to resolving the water challenges in the region before the end of his tenure. speaking at a courtesy call on the overlord.
You had for any ATA for her and I'm brown quite missy very was some I so any day ever my name is show and not if from your hair Ghanatube so much.